Molly. How's the grass today? Hey, I wanted to ask you about Lena.
Lena Bird.
Right on.
She had a promising career. I wonder what happened to her.
So you didn't marry her?
Marry? Come on. We both had much more interesting things to do with our lives. And different things too. You know how it is. When people evolve, their priorities change, and all of a sudden, you just realize that if you held on, you'd only be in each other's way.
Yeah, guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Parting ways was one of the best decisions in our lives. You and Lena still friends?
Married. Then we divorced.
Thank you for sparing me the sorry part in between. I suppose this concise story proves that it was never meant to be, whatever either of us did.
Meant to be doesn't sound very rational.
It's a more colloquial version of the data never matched.
That sounds more like you. Thanks.
Anytime. Hey, I wanted to ask you about Lena.
Go ahead then.
Ask? Do you know her?
No.
Seriously?
I wish you could see your face.
I can, unfortunately.
I must say, the research lab is a bit disappointing.
You could say that about many modules in our base.
You're not wrong. I won't let that stop me.
What's up?
Did you manage to recreate the blueprints? Believe it or not, I did. I knew you would. I can't say that didn't motivate me. I don't often thank people, but thanks for believing in me. Anyway, now it's all down to getting those anchors in place. You'll need a specific type of superconductive polymer to build them. This is getting annoying. Can't anything be simple around here? You like simple, do you? Let's not get into the implications of that. So, where do I get these polymers from? They can be produced in a refinery. So you'll need to build one, ASAP. Let me warn you, it's a time-consuming process, so you'd better step on it. But I believe in you. Huh. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Hey, so, how am I doing? According to your high standards? You want me to tell you? When you're successful, you know it. You don't have to run around asking people. Is success really all that matters to you? What else is there? Happiness? A person is only worth something if they live a happy and fulfilled life. Happy and fulfilled. Human beings are designed to always want more. It's the logic of evolution. I don't believe you never felt that drive to aim higher. I remember being very motivated in the first years of my studies. Motivated and competitive. Yeah. So, when did you stop pushing? I didn't want my life to be just about work. So when I got a good business offer, I thought it would be a smart way to have the cake and eat it. The beginning of a downfall. Why did you stay at the university? Because of a scholarship I didn't get. Wait, you mean the one we had in our pocket? The lost in the final round, yes. Oh yeah, I took that hard. So did I. But it motivated me. I stayed to have a go at that scholarship next year, and I succeeded. Cost you your personal life, though. Probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It's simple, Jan. I'm successful because I'm the version of you that doesn't get discouraged by failure. Imagine what I could achieve in your role here. You better stop talking like a rogue AI, or I'll start worrying for real. Good. Worry. A little pressure won't hurt you. I can see that you're angry. Just leave me alone. Come on, let me help. What do you usually do when you feel like this? I don't know. Go to a bar, I guess. Nothing better than a bottle of cheap, lukewarm beer, am I right? If you work hard, you gotta party hard, right? You know it. Hey man, can you hear me? Where am I? What is this? Take it easy. You're on strong sedatives. What the hell? I know. You're confused. That's perfectly fine. Really? So, who are you? Relax. I'll tell you everything. But right now, we need to focus on you. Just to make sure you're all right. Can you answer a few questions for me? Okay. Do you remember who you are? I'm Jan Dolsky. Good. And what is your role on this mission, Jan? I'm a botanist. So, wait, this is it? The mission? Did we land? I'm afraid things went sideways during the landing. Everyone died. Except for me. You. What about me? Are you... you real? Just as real as you. Then, what's going on? It's like we're alternative versions of the same person. Wow, but why is this happening? I told you, everyone died. Long story short, I needed to multiply myself to survive. That doesn't make any sense. We're not exactly the same. Yes, we're different. You made different decisions in your life. I'm not sure I understand. You know what? I think you should just rest a little and read the mission logs. You'll find all the answers there. Sure. Yeah, mission logs, why not? Hey, wait. If all this is... If I mean... What about my wife? Where is she? I need to know. She's not exactly your wife. What are you... Are you kidding me? Okay. But that means... She exists. I want to see her. Just take it easy. She's back on Earth. And she may not be exactly as you remember her. Ah, damn it. No, this is too much. My head is pounding. What is it you want from me anyway? We'll need all the help we can get. Someone to run the greenhouse, prep the food, so on. Trust me, you'll have a lot to do. I'm not sure I'm ready to work just like that. Right. Like I said, rest, go through the logs, meet the rest of the crew, and let's talk again in a while. Yeah, I'll see you around. Hey, I wanted to talk to you about Lena. Huh? Which one? Your Lena or my Lena? My Lena. She's probably not much different from the one I remember. I mean, why would she be, right? Man, do I envy you. Having her around. For real. I'm sorry to ruin the fantasy for you, but things got complicated between me and my Lena. We broke up. Wow. You're so cool about it. Such irony. The only one of us who can really be with her doesn't care. I do care. And I was hoping you'd help me fix things. Okay, let's get one thing straight first. We had our ups and downs too, and it wasn't always easy. But it's all about setting your priorities. You want a relationship that lasts, put some effort in it. Show you're willing to make sacrifices. Most importantly, never, ever stop paying attention. I'm not afraid of hard work. That's a start. So, next time she calls... What? You're in touch with her? Here? Yeah. Why else would I be asking? Okay, so, you know what? If you really want my help, you should... let me talk to her for you. What? Yeah, that's a great plan. Can't you see? I can pretend to be you and, you know, investigate the situation. Investigate? Yeah, find out what the real problem between you two is, as an unbiased onlooker. Unbiased, huh? Oh, come on. You know this is a good idea. All right, then. Let's give it a go. But no mention of your real identity. Understood? Of course, I'm not stupid. And you need to tell her everything is fine, okay? Reassure her. Sure. Just let me know when she calls again. I'll be ready. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My old projector. It's symbolic that you took it with you. I guess it reminds me of the first time when I thought it would be cool to explore space. Really? For me, it's more about feeling at home. It will definitely make me feel more comfortable around here. See me. I'd like to draw your attention to something. There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there? So, what do you got for me? An invention I'm particularly proud of. The Illuminator. You mean a flashlight? You have a talent for making extraordinary things sound mundane. It's not just a flashlight, Jan. Tell me, when you encounter these distortions, what is your priority? I'd like to investigate them more. Now you'll be able to do it. Okay. How? Professor Frankov discovered that certain frequencies of light waves can be used to peer into proximity planes, to study them. I've used his observations to create my illuminator so it can reveal elements of the integral hidden to the human eye. But it also has another, more pragmatic application. It can help to eliminate distortions. You mean destroy them for good? I'm just giving you a tool. You decide how to use it. You see, distortions are created around puncture points between potential universes. That much we know. Now, with the Illuminator, they should become much more visible to you. Focusing the Illuminator's light waves exactly on the puncture point will allow you to seal that rift. You could compare it to cauterizing a wound. Damn. That does sound promising. Indeed. Now you see why I don't like calling it a flashlight. Come and find me when you have a moment. What a week. Hey, something you wanted to discuss with me? Remember our little chat about success?
Yeah? What about it?
I wanted to suggest we push harder. Tell me. Crunch hours. Clean and simple. A lot of productivity is wasted on socializing, binge watching a series for the 100th time, or just pointless moping about. People can work till they drop, you know. It's been done before in emergency situations. Will we really be more productive? Just watch and rejoice. Of course they won't be happy about it, but it's a small price to pay. I guarantee that. Still, it doesn't sound like something I could keep up forever. No, but even doing it at small intervals can drastically speed up the completion of crucial tasks. Okay. Why not? I might just try it out. Excellent. Just don't wait until they get used to procrastinating too much.
So, how did it go? Wow. It was something to hear her voice again. I can't thank you enough. But she was completely different with me than, well, with the real me, you know? Constantly on her toes, almost like we'd become strangers. It was so sad. Well, what did you talk about? She was disturbed by the fact we're struggling. I'm struggling to build a bridge, all on my own. Also, she was suspicious about the mining ops director. What's his name? Maxwell? Looks like you two had an honest talk. Almost. Oh yeah. Of course, you didn't tell her about it. No. She thought I was you. Hell, it was tough for me to lie to her. She seemed so distant. How the hell did you manage to fuck up such a good thing? Hey. What? You wanted my help, didn't you? And did you help? I tried. But there's one thing she's really touchy about. What's that? She can't understand why you went on this mission. It seems important to her. Why did you go?
That's none of your business.
You're making it hard to help you. Can't you see that it's not the moment you signed the contract she's upset about? It's about what led to that moment, and I can't tell you what it was because we branched apart long before that. Yeah. And maybe that's the moment you should focus on. Think about where you took a different path and why. How's that gonna make her less angry at me? Once you put your finger on the problem, get back to me. We'll figure it out. Promise.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. I didn't manage to pull it off. The 48-hour crunch. I noticed. Well, what can I say? I hope that failure doesn't bring you down, because it only drives me to push harder. Let's talk about Lena again. Always. Did you think it through? Yes. I have a theory I'd like to share. Hit me. It all started when I convinced her not to move abroad. Oh? Interesting. I remember that moment. Is this where we branched apart? Yeah. That decision defined us. Wow. But it wasn't just about moving, was it? I remember it well. It was a very specific feeling. Sadness. Selling the house, our house, it made me sad. The house? Yeah. We put so much effort to prove that we could give her a good life, and now, the thought of having to start all over again. It felt like I would be losing something I worked so hard to achieve. So, you convinced her to stay. Yeah. And you agreed to go. Right. What happened after? I started working my ass off like crazy. To pay the mortgage, support us both, prove it was the right decision to stay, but in the end, you had less time for her. I had no time. I was exhausted and we just grew apart. Okay. I think I've heard enough. Really? Yeah. Can't you see the pattern? You're always trying to prove something, be in control, build a big house, work overtime. Go to friggin' space if nothing else works. Instead of just taking the passenger seat sometimes. Letting go and just enjoying the ride. You want me to enjoy the ride now? All I'm saying is you can try to trust her a little more. You're right. How can I change that? Think about it. When was the last time you asked her for something? Huh? She's a biotechnician, for crying out loud, and here we are struggling with those polymers. I bet she could tell us how to do it better. All you need to do is ask. Tell her you need her help. For once, rely on someone else other than yourself. I can try, I guess. Good. Do it. You won't regret it.
Jan?
Hi, Lena.
It's good to hear you. I was a bit out of line last time we spoke. It was harsh in your situation. Is everything okay?
I think I am going to need you.
Oh, okay.
Remember when I told you I was building a bridge?
Right. That sounded very unsettling.
And I need to get my hands on a lot of superconductive polymers in a very short time. Truth is, I don't know shit about what I'm doing, and I thought, well, since this is kind of your thing, maybe you'd have some idea how to speed it up.
Superconductive polymers. Right. Have you thought of... I mean, since you brought this to me, I suppose you have access to organic matter of some kind.
Yeah.
Okay. How about a place you can grow plants in? Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, I have a greenhouse.
Great. Well, good news is there is a way to get your polymers by processing organics. I can send you detailed instructions, but honestly, I'm worried that gathering resources and operating a greenhouse might be a little too much for one person.
Yeah. Well, I know, but why don't I give it a try?
Uh-huh. Sure. It's just... I could have helped you so much earlier, and you'd have more time. It's really starting to bug me how mining ops are not going by the book about this. It's outrageous. I think I have to say something.
Wait, what do you want to do?
I don't know yet. I have to think it through.
All right. Yeah, just... please, don't make waves, all right? Last thing I need is a corporate shitstorm on top of everything else.
Don't worry, I'll be reasonable. I'm glad you reached out, Jan. Talk later, okay? Bye.
Yeah. Bye. rid of you. What a week, huh?
I'm done. Should I do this now?
Lucas, what's up?
I thought I'd check up on you. How's that bridge going?
Not so peachy. I have to admit I'm struggling a little to make it in time. Why do you ask?
Well, I just wanted to tell you again how important what you're doing is. You know, collecting rubidium. In case you forgot, which would be totally understandable. I mean, I wouldn't want you to feel pressured. You don't have to worry about it now if you've got more important things on your list. Just, don't forget about it completely, okay? Keep it in the back of your head, please, for when you're less busy.
Okay, Lucas. Noted.
Perfect. Speak soon.
Don't you miss your previous life? What's there to miss? That life doesn't exist. What are you trying to say? That I'm pining for an imagined wife? Yes, you are. It would be much better if...
Long day, huh? Was that? Damn it. We don't have enough radiation filters.
Justice League.
We don't need to take care of this.
You need me to take care of this?
Command room's down. What next?
Jan, would you mind checking our food supply?
Hello, Jan.
happened in the kitchen? You look pale. Mild food poisoning, that's all? The fridge may be malfunctioning. Good thing you're so tough. I bet you'll be back on the job in no time. Well, if you want to succeed in the world of science, you need a strong stomach and thick skin. It's just a storm. We got this.
Jan, can you come see me? There's a thing.
Stuff you need to take on exploration. Batteries, drills, detectors.
We made it.
You wanted to talk? Yeah, the magnetic storm. Quite a ride, huh? Tell me about it. Glad we're out of it. For good, I hope. Hope is the mother of fools. If you ask me, it looks like recurring magnetic storms might be a thing around here. We should think about how to prepare in case another one hits us. Any ideas? Actually, yes. Tell me. Well, it's pretty obvious that during emergencies, the base relies heavily on existing supplies, right? Right? That means we could use a smarter way to manage our production, to make sure we have a stable backup of all the crucial stuff. That would be nice. Well, listen to this. I found something in the manuals. The procedure we could set up. It's called Uphold Production. It lets you choose any item you want to produce. Let's say a radiation filter, and establish the amount of it you always want to have at the ready. Whenever you have less items on stock than you need, new ones will be queued for production automatically. Just like that. Huh. That sounds like it could spare us a lot of micromanagement. Exactly. Try it out and maybe we won't die because someone forgot to make mush.
Jan, would you mind checking our food supply?
Long day, huh? Hey man, I can see something's upsetting you. Don't make it worse. Love the attitude. So what can I mean, what do you usually do when you're angry? Nothing usual about these circumstances. Oh, I don't know, Jan. I try to avoid people who irritate me. It must be annoying to live in such a confined space. Nowhere to hide. Yeah, it's so great to be understood. Now, if you'd be so kind as to let me avoid you.
I'm done here. Should I do this now? There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Hi. Keeping busy, I hope.
Like a good spot to place the bridge anchors.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Yes! No way! There we go. Yes! Damn it. Everything all right? Thanks for the game. Jeez, man. You need to practice. Unless... Hey, wait. Did you just let me win? What? Why would I do that? Yeah, I'm just messing with you, alright? But you do go around doing everything people want from you. You mean like building a social room because someone misses beer pong? Exactly. Or building a dormitory when they can't get a good night's sleep. Are you telling me I should have ignored you? No, man. No, I'm glad you didn't. Just saying people are gonna want things from you. All the time. Just like that Maxwell guy and whoever else from Earth. You gotta learn how to say no sometimes. Because you'll never please everybody. And you can forget about yourself. Like with Dad? Yeah, sort of. I guess you're right. Thanks. I'll remember that.
need it. Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about? We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views. We can't agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches. Please, why can't we at least take it easy with the music? Chill out, calm our nerves. You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think about the challenges ahead. Ever heard of a surgeon celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table? Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music is just about as fresh as that patient. That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz. Okay, guys, let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please. You never said what you'd want to hear. Let's chill to something upbeat and calm. What? Good choice. Look, there's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist. Of course we are. Hey, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start out playing with Frickle Pickle? Oh my word. Just as I was fighting so hard to get that memory out of my mind. The very mention of that ludicrous name makes me want to die of humiliation. Come on, it was a high school rock band. It had to be cringy to be authentic. I actually have fond memories. Blisters on my fingers from strumming those strings all night. And thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when everyone went away to college. Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later and we jammed on the weekends. And to think it all started with Uncle Martin's guitar. He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher, unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer in under 5 seconds. That's because he was a musician, not a babysitter. Remember the first thing he made us play? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. But the bastard was too drunk to find his way back out. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a guitar in ages. I went back to fiddling with the instrument a little bit when we moved with Lennon. Nothing serious, though. Luckily, we're not here to perform music. You know what? You're right. We should definitely do it. You really are a genius. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it? Man, I'm telling Long you, day, huh? And I'm telling you this is the least important of our priorities. Hello?
Jan, this is Maxwell. I have to say, I am disappointed.
What about?
Your wife, Lena Berg? I thought you were supposed to keep her out of this.
Come on. It was just a harmless request. She helped speed things up a great deal.
Well, it seems she also found the time to accuse me of negligence before the board. You do realize I am going to face a lot of scrutiny now. We are going to face it. Luckily for you, her ignorant meddling didn't delay the dispatching of your rescue mission.
About time.
Oh, so you're not happy with my methods either? Please don't make me regret stepping in to save you. At least tell me your cargo is all right.
My alters? They're doing fine.
I was asking about Rapidium.
Oh. It's safe.
It's interesting they were the first thing that came to your mind. Very telling. Have you created many?
Why so curious?
You think it's none of my business? It will be, sooner or later. You know, I did try to test the waters a little back home about the possible fate of your potential crew. And before your wife barged in with her self-righteous attitude and sabotaged all my subtle advances.
You mean you still haven't told anyone?
It's too early, Jan.
Why?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes it to the board of a corporation for being nice. It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything else. Which boils down to being a passive opportunist with no moral center.
But I don't get it. My alters are in the interest of the corporation. I had to make them to bring back Rapidium, right?
Yes, but they're also a liability. Imagine an uncontrolled leak to the public. Moral outrage on socials, competition taking over the narrative. Heads would have to fall, Rapidium or not. No, we don't want them to panic.
And whose interest are you protecting? What are you hiding, Maxwell?
You got me there, Jan. I am hiding something quite embarrassing. An idealistic dream.
What about?
Remember when I told you about our lives being governed by chaos?
And how we struggle to find a meaningful pattern in it.
You are experiencing it clearly now, aren't you? Well, ever since I learned about your discovery, I keep thinking about Rapidium as the opportunity for us to stop being slaves to chaos. That is why, contrary to the members of the board, I will sacrifice everything to protect your mission.
I'm not really sure I want sacrifice. It usually comes with a promissory note.
Then why did you run to your ex-wife for support? You prefer to rely on someone who has no idea about your situation?
Maybe. Why should I trust you? I don't know much about you.
Fair point. Maybe you're right. I should have been more open with you.
About what?
You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind for myself. I used to be a geneticist, preoccupied by scientific work, exciting, promising experiments.
So, the old research Lucas dug up.
Yes, it was mine.
You're responsible for all this. The mind records, the branching.
It's never just one person, Jan. But yes, I was in charge of that project.
What did you want to achieve?
I can't say any more, Jan. Especially when the board is all over me with their questions. For the very same reasons I had to discontinue my work. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if anyone from the board finds out what we've done together, they could get the wrong idea, if you know what I mean.
That you're experimenting again?
That I'm using the situation to turn things around for myself.
Aren't you?
That's quite a harsh accusation, considering the mess I've got you out of, Jan Dolsky.
Okay. I get it.
I'm not sure you do. You see, things may get harder for you soon.
Harder? How?
Well, there might come a moment when the interest of your alters, at least some of them, will differ significantly from yours.
Are you trying to scare me?
I just want you to prepare.
For what?
Tough decisions.
That's very cryptic.
Well, it's the best I can do. Remember, we're both in uncharted territory. Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point. He'll dispatch the coordinates to you as soon as he's found a good location.
Good. I'll be waiting.
In the meantime, wish me luck with the mess down here. I'll get back to you when the storm dies down.
Okay, I've got us a guitar. Now, what do we want to play? How about something from our old repertoire? We had a few hits up our sleeves. For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? Do you really want to sing something a 16-year-old version of yourself wrote? True, that could be a bit awkward. But we had some sick tunes. How about this? We could use one of our old tunes, but come up with new lyrics. Something fresh and relatable to, well, our audience. And by audience, you mean? Us, obviously. Let's write about us. What do you think, Jan? I don't know. I was never much of a writer, so I guess that means none of us are. Oh, come on. We can do it together. Share our experiences. Just pour our hearts into those lyrics. What exactly would you write about? Like I said, something relatable. We should write about us, our crew. What unites us, what divides us. I would add something about the love that we share. All good songs are about love. Sounds like a plan. I'll take the first verse. You, Brainiac? What about me? You didn't think you'd get away with it, did you? You're not gonna leave me alone, are you? Nope. We're in this together. Fine. Give me the shortest part. And what'll you sing about? Quantum mechanics? What else? Let's add some meaning to this pointless activity. Okay, then. Jan, your turn. You take the second verse. What are you gonna sing about? Sing about all the things we've been through. Well, that could work. You could start with something like, on the path I left behind. How about, I've made choices that were not always right. Yeah, but I'm no longer left all by myself. Together, we can win this fight. All right, looks like we've got it. Let's just get this over with. Okay, here goes. Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground. feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around. Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. On the path I left behind, I made choices that were not always right, but I'm no longer left all by myself. Together we can win this fight, and though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. Oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide tonight. Did we stop again? Are we there already? The base seems to be a bit wobbly. Are you sure we're not moving? More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system. My what? We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious. Curious? What way? I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them. Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing out, Jan? Hey, you feeling all right? What? I don't remember anything from last night, except for waking up in the technician's bed, which I'd rather forget. You're short-sighted. We need those additional resources to ensure better safety measures in the future.
We won't be efficient if we die of irradiation. You have got to be kidding me.
Hey, you feeling all right? I think my metabolism of glucose might have been affected. I'm finding it hard to concentrate. That's exactly what I feared. This party was premature. Almost feels like... Hey, you feeling all right?
Yep, yeah. Just a little dizzy after last night. I don't think I ate enough fatty foods. Not that we have any in here. Could have made more pierogi.
What the hell is that? Another kind of anomaly? Sure distorting gravity around here. We'll need to think of a way to deal with it if we want to push on. Should I resolve this? What is this? A new anomaly? Hey, I took a closer look at our obstacle. It looks like something is distorting the gravity field around here. Good thing our base stopped, or we'd just be floating around in the air like those rocks. Amazing. The sheer scale of it. I wonder if it's related to the interval. Yeah, this planet, so full of mysteries. It's almost a shame we need to get out of here in a hurry. I can take the pressure, don't worry. But we can't expect to deal with a problem if we don't understand it properly. How do you suggest we go about it? We'll need to start by collecting more data about the field distortion characteristics. The base should have blueprints for a device called a gravity sensor. Once you craft it, it needs to be placed somewhere high to cover as much ground as possible. We're in a canyon, right? So maybe a ledge somewhere high up would be good. I'll mark potential spots on your map. Okay, I'm on it. You wanted to talk? Yes, I managed to come up with a satisfactory magnetic storm prediction system. We'll be ready for the next one when it comes. If it comes. Great. I feel safer already. But that's not all. While analyzing the nature of this phenomenon, I discovered something very curious. You do know how dangerous it is to be outside the base during a magnetic storm, right? I do now. The radiation levels go crazy. It could be lethal. Well, it might be hazardous to health, but if you're a risk taker, it could also be worthwhile. What do you mean? I've been performing some observations, and it seems that the energy of the magnetic storm stimulates certain resource deposits to be more active and productive. 2 types of deposits, to be precise. Organics and rubidium. In practical terms, it means they can be mined much more efficiently during a storm. Isn't it fascinating, Jan? Those resources are in tune with the magnetic field somehow. It's like a mysterious, unheard-of ecosystem. Absolutely. We need to make use of that discovery. Of course, feel free. As long as you don't send me out there. You're never gonna believe what I found. Let me guess. A time-distorting anomaly? What? How did you know? Well, considering the presence of this huge gravitational anomaly in this area and Frankov's calculations, I expected you to stumble upon one sooner or later. As you know, differences in gravitational potentials create the effect of time dilation. So, I just connected the dots. You could have done it as well, had you taken the time to stop and think. I guess I was too busy discovering it. Of course, the credit is yours. Now, tell me more about it. Well, when I got inside this thing, it just, slowed me down while all around you time seemed to speed up. Yeah. What a discovery, Jan. This is just getting more and more fascinating. Well, it's pretty hard to get rid of. The closer I get to its core, the more time I lose on the outside. Yes, but you're also approaching the center of its gravity, which means that the core should slow down and be an easier target. Huh. Interesting. I'll think about that. Thanks.
What's the matter, girl? You look down.